What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. Your boy Jonathan Taylor got absolutely paid. The Colts, they finally got him to a deal, and I love the deal. Do you like the deal for Jonathan Taylor? Do you like the deal for the Indianapolis Colts? I want to break down why I like it for both sides particularly. Before I do, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you enjoy this kind of content, please like the video. But dude made 3 years, $42 million. That's pretty nice for a running back. So 3 years, $42 million. I love it. Let's talk about why I love it for Jonathan Taylor, because he's the man that's getting the bag, right? And that's personally why I like it for him. He's a running back. They don't get paid nowadays. He got paid. He got his money, so good for him. Another reason why I like that he got his money is he's only 24 right now. So it's a 3-year deal. He'll be 27 or 28 by the time he's done with this contract. So then now he's going to be 27, 28 years old looking to get a second contract. He kind of positioned himself well for a few years down the line to try and make another bag. You'll see a lot of running backs, they come into the league, they're 22, 23 years old. So when it comes time for that next contract extension, they're 26, 27. And that's not gonna help a lot, right? Because you're already a little bit older, got a lot of miles. He's 24. So the age is a big factor in my opinion. And I would say, I guess you could say this is good for both sides here, but now he can play football drama-free. He's not worried about his contract. He's not worried about securing his bag or trying to stay healthy and, not jeopardize his next contract. He's got his money. And for the Colts, that's good too, because now he can just go out there and play football and do what he does great. So shout out to JT. He stood his ground. He held out, basically. He got his money. I thought he was actually pretty professional in the way he tried to handle things. I understood why. He's a running back. He knows he doesn't have a long shelf life like a quarterback or a defensive player of a particular position. He may not play till he's 35, He's got to get it while he can, and I understood that from the jump. And the Colts got it for a good price, $14 million. It's not like you're paying $30 million for a wide receiver one or anything like that. This is a premier running back that's going to take the pressure off of your young, promising star rookie quarterback in Anthony Richardson, and that's kind of why I like this for the Colts, because you got it for a good deal, right? You didn't have to spend $30 million to take the pressure off of Anthony Richardson. Only had to spend $14 million. So you got a dude that's going to be in there now where defenses have to kind of come up on the line of scrimmage a little bit more, which is going to open passing lanes down the field. Safeties are going to come into the box because Jonathan Taylor's a monster. People kind of look at last year and they're like, oh, like he was okay because he got hurt. But the year before that, it was like 1,700 rushing yards, whatever it was. Dude was a freak. But ultimately, this having a great running back like Taylor is going to take the pressure off of Anthony Richardson at a high level, because now he can turn around, just hand it off, and he doesn't have to make a superhuman play every time to give the offense a chance. And I think that's going to be very positive for him. And the team is 24th in pass yards per attempt, so I think it's like 6.2 yards per attempt. And I know that's kind of skewed down a little bit because Gardner Minshew doesn't like to throw deep, and he did play that one game. But they're 24th nonetheless. Having Jonathan Taylor in there, like I said, it's going to bring safeties into the box. It's going to bring people up closer to the line of scrimmage, which is going to open up over crossing routes, deeper routes for guys like Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce, etc. There's going to be more plays to be made now, and I think that's going to help AR's development as a passer, especially like when you get into RPOs and stuff like that. As a defense, it's going to be really hard when you're going up against that run-pass option. Do I want to try and stop Anthony Richardson? Do I want to make sure I stop Jonathan Taylor? And then I have Pittman running a slant or a tight end leaking out. There's a lot of different things that can happen, but you're focused on the two guys that are right in front of you rather than the guys that are running behind you. That's going to be hard. So I think that's going to make life easy for Anthony Richardson. It's going to make life easy for Jonathan Taylor. A little bit easier on the O-line, and it's going to be good. And given that the contract is 3 years, $42 million, it's only 3 years, right? So when it comes time to pay Anthony Richardson, this contract's not on the books. You're going to have that money open to pay that quarterback, which everybody knows that quarterback is going to get $50 million plus at this point. So having those bigger contracts isn't something you want to have. And if JT is on the decline at 26, 27 years old, you don't have to re-up, and you can pay your quarterback, and you basically have a clean set of books. And I think for the Colts, that's nice to have. And if JT's still great, then you have him. You can also be like, all right, we got money for you, but we got to pay Anthony Richardson. More than likely, you're going to pay Anthony Richardson. So that's the important part, is that your money is freed up in a few years anyway. And I do want to touch on like the RPO action and just the receiving game that Jonathan Taylor does provide. He is a good receiving back. So now you have another safety valve for when pressure does get to Anthony Richardson, because he is going to try and make plays with his feet. He's going to have somebody out in the flat. He's going to have screen passes. And a guy like Shane Steichen as your coach is perfect for this, because if you saw what he did in Philly, they're a monster on the ground, partly because Jalen Hurts is really good at running, but also because they had running backs like Miles Sanders, Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott, like dudes like that who may not be household names, but they became really good running the ball. There's a household name in that backfield in Indianapolis with the Colts. So Jonathan Taylor, you're going to have to pick your poison. And it's going to make life hard for defenses and life easy for your rookie quarterback. And let's talk about the transition of this team, because they were a team the season looked lost before it even started because of this whole debacle and how everything was kind of breaking down between Jonathan Taylor's agent and management, whatever. Now it's like we got a young, fun team in a division that is winnable right now. I mean, the Texans are playing good ball. The Jags have kind of been a little underwhelming in most eyes, but they're still a decent enough team. Then you have the Titans, who have won a couple of games now, and then there's obviously the young Colts. So there's a lot of things that are up in the air, but this is a team now that went from looking abysmal to young, fun, and promising. So all in all, what do you think of this deal overall? Do you like it for the Colts? Do you like it for Jonathan Taylor? Do you hate it for one particular side? What is your stance? He's probably going to play tomorrow. That's going to be great. I don't think he's going to get 20 carries his first game back, but 10, 12 carries, get him eased into it. It's, the next 3 years you got your premier running back with a premier young quarterback. Good times ahead. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you enjoy this kind of content, please like the video. But I love the deal. Jonathan Taylor got paid, and I'm happy for him. Time for him to play some football. So I'm done. Peace.